shall perish. We shall protect us from wonderful. Nothing but Christ is meant for we will pray. When that was time, with just a shred of peace. Hail to the Biafra, consecrated nation. Oh, Fatherland, please be our soul and pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Singing abroad will cause a privilege. The waving storm, the big memories, the fleet shall not rescue the flight of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this morning, and through the crucible must path we pass. When we appoint thou wilt so we shall remember those who died in us. Then shall not talk as you have known the sun. For victory is on all our lives and wrong. Oh God, protect us from the leading before. Guide all our movements, lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the Lord and His word, to live and walk, to count the cost each day. Bless those who roam to serve with faithfulness, to make His mind a life of righteousness.
I learned from long ago what matters most in life, and now I think I know why one will fight to death when people rise against the helpless just for greed. They hope it lasts for long, but just in dawn of time, the sun will rise at last, and darkness goes to bed. The night may rise and fall, but light will stand out tall. Some people might believe that one can fight with this. When fighting gets tough, then freedom will not come. In case you want to know what freedom fighting is, then I guess you'll have to go and search real freedom, man. The sun will rise at last, and darkness goes to bed. The night may rise and fall, but light will stand out tall. The sun will rise at last, and darkness goes to bed. The dreams of yesterday will live on in our minds. In this our quest we know that men will rise and fall. When they try once and fail, they'll retreat and succumb. A voice from shadows say, son, heed this wake-up call. Strive hard to stand defeat. Rise and stand to your feet. Cause the sun will rise at last, and darkness goes to bed. The night may rise and fall, but light will stand out tall. Yes, the sun has risen, so the dark will have to go. The stars that glitter glow, we shine for then, you know, yeah.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people wherever you are, all over the world. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra. His name is MAZI from Efo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. MAZI from Efo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Like I always say, one day we will understand the mindset behind those words. MAZI from Efo is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, NNAMDI KANU, the King of Afari Beku, the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 60 years. NNAMDI KANU, the King of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Omuahia. Omuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. He's the only man that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people, from Biafrans in Benue down to Kogi State, Biafrans in Edo State, down to Delta State, Bayelsa State, Anambra State, Imo State, Abia State, Ebonyi State, Cross River State, Enugu State. Only one man commands our loyalty. This is not an issue to debate, but of course, we challenge you. And very soon, everybody will come in terms with the single fact that no voice is speaking for the defenseless, no voice is speaking for the Biafran people except IPOB, except MAZI NNAMDI KANU. And that is why anything he said we should do, we do. It's as simple as that. Anything he says you should do. But of course, we understand how these things work. He's the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. And by the grace of Chukwukika, I remain George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. and Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, as always, we will not continue until we acknowledge the Creator, the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man, the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow, the one who in a time like this answered our prayer by giving us IPOB. Because of the truth, IPOB is simply answer to our prayer. And in my humble way, I will acknowledge him. We bless you, wonderful Lord. We magnify your name. We magnify your name. Hallelujah. Here on earth, oh here on earth, we sing a song, Lord, we sing a song. We exalt your holy name, and the heaven receive our song. Hallelujah. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, maka na eziokwu n'ịbụ sọ mma ịhụnanya anyị na gị, obiọma gị o juru anya dadị o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o. You see. And of course, without wasting much of our time this morning, I want us to go to our topic, which is simply titled A Special Thanksgiving Broadcast for a Successful Burial of the Mother and Father of our leader, MAZI KANU, and what we must know regarding that burial. Of course, it's quite a few days. I've not been on air since then. But I think it is very important that certain issues is made, especially by me. And that is why I choose this topic this morning. Number one, on the 14th of February, we moved ahead to bury the mother and the father, who happens to be the king and the queen of Afali-Beku, who died as a result of the shock, as a result of being traumatized by the inhuman and terrorist act of the Nigerian state, having slaughtered innocent men and women in that very house on that very day, in the presence of this king and this queen, alongside with the prince who happens to be our leader. They couldn't survive it. The queen died, and some months later, the king died. We all know that it was almost impossible for the king to continue living in the absence of the queen. But they both died, and we have Nigerian to thank for it. Of course, we all understand that as a Nigerian, you have become a plague. As a Nigerian, you have become an eyesore. As a Nigerian, everybody hates you for no just cause. As a Nigerian, people despise you. As a Nigerian, they think you are criminal. As a Nigerian, they know you are evil. As a Nigerian, they know you are rotten through, and nobody wants to have anything to do with you. But I can't tell you everything they have said about you may not all be correct. But it has to be that way. It has to be that way because Nigeria has murdered millions of innocent of her citizens. To make the oil continue flowing to Britain, Nigeria has used her hand to kill innocent people. I can tell you Nigeria has murdered sleep, and as such, they will never go to bed. And if Nigeria will ever wake up one day and think this nation can be redeemed or remedied, and then I can assure all of you that you are hallucinating. Nigeria is uploading, Nigeria is doomed for destruction, and I can assure you that we IPOB, we the Biafran people, we are the destiny of Nigeria as well as their doom. Nigerian can never be good. Nigeria has deliberately murdered innocent people and they want to sweep it under the carpet. They think they can walk away from it. And when Nigeria is done, Britain will suffer its own. If you are listening to me this morning, I want you to consider the terrorist act of British government across the globe. American can pretend that it's never happened. Americans suffer greatly in the hand of Britain. Britain might take some of his offering and plant them in America and make them the cabal that rule America. The truth is that all of you must genuinely repent, because the blood of millions of people who you people have murdered to keep stealing resources, they will never rest. If the blood of Abel will cry out against Cain, so shall the blood of these people cry out against you. Britain has killed more people you can imagine than any sickness or plague that have befell this earth. The people Britain masterminded their death put the number of people who died as a result of the First World War, Second World War, colonial era, those who died in the Mediterranean Sea and Atlantic Ocean, put the number of all the people who have died during the days of Noah. I can assure you, during the Tower of Babel, you go back to the time of Sodom and Gomorrah together, I tell you, half of it British government has murdered. It's not up to half of it. Make no mistake about it. We will not begin to talk about the genocide of the British government in India, and we're going to talk about the heinous crime against the Japanese and the Chinese by the British government, and we're going to talk about before they changed their name to Britain, and we're going to talk about everything they did. The same thing is the fate of Nigeria. When you see Nigerian killing Muslim, killing Christian, killing pagan, killing idiot, killing everybody, I want to tell you, they cannot be better than their master. They cannot be different from their master. Britain have killed and killed all to the extent that they cannot kill Europe. They cannot kill the European nation, and then they pull out of Europe. Nigeria has killed and killed and killed and killed anybody that stand in the way of Nigeria. Nigeria killed them. This is exactly Britain in manifestation. I could tell you rightly this morning that Nigeria could be defined as the physical image of the invisible, wicked British government. You want to know the real character of the British? You come and look at Nigeria. And I tell you as such, any of you who is looting, you are happy that you are looting and you are fighting. Oh, keep one Nigeria. Tell your children to go in disguise and say they are Nigeria. You will see they will never be that proud of you. Make no mistake about that. When we are done with Nigeria, you will bleed shame and disgrace. You will be nowhere. Nobody knew you were this horrible. Nobody knew you were this evil. Nobody knew British government were this horrible, nor this evil until we came. Nigeria has killed so many. Biafrans bearing the brunt of it all. And when they tell you 20 Muslims are killed, we are not Muslim, but they will kill us and add our dead body to the Muslim, because that sacrifice will not be enough. When they tell you anybody kill in Nigeria, OPC kill, I can assure you that they will kill us and add us to the dead body of their victim. It doesn't matter who they are. We bear the brunt, and it will be very hopeless for any Biafran who will shy away from this truth, because these people do not show remorse. These people don't give a hoot about who you are. These people simply don't care. Yes, we are rejoicing. We bury the parents of our leaders successfully. We give all the glory to God, but we must understand who these people are. In my little way, it is a honor and a privilege that I came across the king and the queen of Afari Beku. I would not complain, because there are things that only God knows. There are roads that we must walk and prices that we must pay. They walked their road. They passed that road, they paid the price. We can only reflect on what they have done so far, and then as parents, emulate them. I understand what many mothers tells us. They don't want us to die. They constantly tell us this thing you are doing, it can cost your life, it can cost your life. But we understand that whether you like it or not, whether you are good or bad, Nigerian can kill you. They don't give a hoot. He said that you die by street bullet, you die by Boko Haram, you die by Fulani herdsmen, you die by Miati Allah. They can kill you whenever, however. You die is die. But having considered that, we decide that if we must die, we will decide how we die. Many parents would not have obliged for their first son, the king of Afari Beku, to to have undertook a journey like this. A very dangerous journey, I must tell you. But I can tell you these people were divine. They acted accordingly. They guided their son. They were there to do their job. And I can assure you, if this is the only thing they have achieved in life, for bringing up a son like MAZI and KANU to lead the liberation of African people in a time like this, I would not ask for more if I were to be them. The woman lived her life. She led protest. She led men and women. She was a mother to all of us. I never have to be with her all the time, but I can tell you the few hours I spent with that man and that woman, I can write a novel that is more than that of Olusoyinka. I can assure you that. A woman so sensitive, a woman so gentle, a woman so kind, a woman so good that all of us desire. She was our direct mother. Of course, she is our mother. She is our mother. I remember, and I will never forget, that night I was released from the DSS dungeon. Was the first day I met with this woman. She was not comfortable and refused to go to bed. Why? Because I said I was not going to eat, I was not going to take anything until I see my leader. They waited throughout the night. I refused. Early morning, she brought tea with the daughter. They gave me everything I wanted. I said I won't even brush teeth, ma, until I see my leader. Because my leader was not at home that night. And then they made a call. But I keep wondering, how can a queen be so humble to care for an ordinary boy like me? How can a king who has given birth to grown-up children like me, even the last born is older than me, pay attention to me? I knew that was a mother. And from that very day, I knew she is a mother, not just to me, but everybody who has worked with us on this path. But she died. She's late. Most of you will not understand. But you, as a Biafran mother today, learn from her. Learn from her. She was willing to give it up all. And I tell you, she got much more in return. She's gone. We know that. She knew she would have lost her son. Our leader would have been dead before now. But like a good mother will always do. That reminds me of my mother. She constantly prayed and said to God, any death that will kill my children while I'm alive, let that death take me. And I would say God honored her because she died having all of us alive. She refused to bury us. And now most parents will even pray for them to be burying their children because they think they're enjoying. But that is why the Bible says, those who give up their life will find it in return. Today, she's not just really the mother of MAZI and KANU. She is our mother. And her action bear testament. And everything she has done for IPOB, I can tell you, they will last on the lips of thousands and endless generations, for they shall last beyond the pyramids of Egypt. Men and women will talk about their sacrifice. I will not talk about the father, because he's a very meticulous man. He's a very calm man. He's a gentle man. I do not know him when he was young. He could have been a brave lion, or he was always an old lion. Because the last time I checked, he looks opposite of his son. Strong in character, very calculative, meticulous in doing things. He said everything he meant, and he meant everything he said. I thought the Nigerian terrorist state would have been able to bamboozle him when his son was in prison, but he spoke few words that Nigeria will not survive. Go and ask Ojus or Carlo. Go and ask everybody who they sent to this man to collect money, and jettison this project. He simply said, my son is from God, and he will do whatever God said he should do. I remember in a time where this struggle, when it was very hot, people will not believe us. People do not understand what we represent. This man was pushed to the wall. He issued a press communique. That day, I saw his strength as a father. That day, I respect him. That day, I knew he's a pure breed. That day, I knew how Biafrans behave. When we see no Igbo man kneel down for anybody, people do not understand. Yes, Igbo man does kneel down for people, and that is because they are not Igbo man. And so when you see any Igbo man kneeling down for anybody, they are not Igbo man. Get that at the back of your thick head. The name they answer doesn't make them Igbo. This is their action that defines who they really are. That is why I see some idiot. They say I was a Kwandi Igbo. Okay, Igbo. This is the area you don't like, and we simply can't stop it until you deliver yourself. His action and his character speak volume of his position as a king of Afari Beku. And he simply said to the Nigerian state, whatever you like to do with my son, you go ahead with him. He had a destiny with the Creator. And you can't be rest assured, I will stand by him to the end. They did not just make promise, they lived by the promise and they died with that promise. And I can assure you that these people didn't die, but they move ahead to fight for us. I have said to you repeatedly that IPOB stand between the living and the dead. You will not understand, but one day you shall. You think she's dead and buried and nobody's saying, no. This is the time they started walking on the frontier we cannot walk. They will touch the areas our hand will not touch. They will embark on the journey we cannot embark because of the restriction we have in this terrestrial body. Make no mistake about it. That is the greatest mistake of the British government and the Nigerian state. They think they just kill us, use our dead body for ritual, sell the other one to one of these useless medical lab anywhere in the world for a test or transplant. They think they just kill us and then bury us in a shallow grave and we move ahead. No, we are a reincarnated spirit of those you kill. We will never go away until our job is done. And so if in your mind you think they are dead, they are not dead. They're still in the palace of Afari Beku. And every idiot who is a saboteur going in and out of Afari Beku, thinking they are gone, I tell you no. They are the gate there and they are watching all of us. And we are happy because we have people like that watching us. People who will not sell us out because they didn't sell us in their life, nor will they sell us in their death. And having said so, they will lead to the rest. They will lead to the rest. And I must tell you that if I am not humble by the way our people organize themselves, I have always known our people are good people. I have always known our people are the best species of Homo sapien on earth. I have always known what our weaknesses are. And one of my broadcasters made it clear. I say what amazes me about Biafrans is that we can be anything you see that we are. But believe me, we are not thieves. And whatever you say, you are entitled to your opinion, but we are not those things. You can see those of you who were there. There are records of many things happening. You will observe no vehicle was snatched, no phone was lost, nobody lost 10 kobo, nobody misplaced anything. The only thing that was missing is some of our members are not yet back. And you know who the thief are. For the Bible says the thief cometh not, but to steal, to destroy, and to kill. The only thing we have missed is that some of our brothers are not still yet back. I will not be giving their record because they are coming back gradually. But Nigeria only stole our people. And for you to be able to organize millions of people without stampede, millions of people without losing a handset, millions of people without anybody being misplaced, except they were adopted, I think we have people to thank for it. We have people to thank for it. And I must begin to appreciate the very family of late Eze Okukano, who gave IPOB around the world the privilege to have identified with them in their life and in their death. What can I say? The children would have walked us out. They would have denied us the privilege of escorting these people to the boundary between the living and the dead. But they welcome us as always, reassuring us that that home is our home. And I can assure you, we are grateful. We are truly grateful to all the well-wishers. Believe me, there are Yoruba, there are Hausa, there are Fulani, there are even Boko Haram who don't like what Nigerian British state is doing. They wish us well. And as such, I'm grateful for wishing us well. But all of you will do better to call off Nigeria. Because on that day, on that day when we shall march, we will not hear any language, only Biafra. But at least at this moment, you are Boko Haram, you are police, you are army, you drink beer that day, you eat rice, you are a well-wisher. At least that day, we appreciate you. All of you were there because all of you were invited. The Bible says when the sons of God gather, Satan was also there. The God did not start chasing Satan. He welcomed Satan. He even gave him audience and said, what are you here to do? In the book of Job. And so all of you well-wishers of Ocean and the Ama, we appreciate you. You made that day complete. People don't understand. It is useless asking God, oh, take away devil, oh, take away devil, oh, take away evil man, oh, take away saboteur. No, they are meant to be there. The day you kill the bulls, that day fame end. The day you kill the bulls and the atom must be there. Little wonder God will never stop Satan. Because the day God stops Satan, that is the end of all this drama. So you just don't pray, oh Lord, stop the enemy. There will always be enemy. As far as the sun rise in the morning and fall at night, there will always be enemy. But you know what? We have what it takes to make the enemy to walk, do our bidding. And that is why he said, thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemy. Not because he want me to give my enemy food. No, because he want when I finish eating, my enemy should pack away the plate. That is why he prepared the table before my enemy. You get it into your head. We know you are not there for our good, but you are looking for the slightest opportunity to run down on us. I must give special appreciation to the volunteers. The volunteers, we don't know them. We don't praise them. We don't hallow them. As we are sleeping, they are there. They can't sleep. There are things that bombard at night, but they respond. They respond. The volunteers are there defending you. You don't know. I think there are no idiot and lunatics on ground that day. The volunteer does their work. But of course, I have to lend my voice to them and tell them, but it's not over until it's all over. It doesn't mean whether I like you or I don't like you. But your role is very important. Anything any Biafran is doing, believe me, we say thank you. I especially give it to volunteer because there are idiots everywhere looking for who to ravage. But I tell you, in the presence of light, in the absence of light, the darkness will prevail. In the absence of the volunteer, those idiots will overrun us. And I say a special appreciation to them. And of course, I cannot continue without saying MAZI for thank you. There are people we know that they are there. It gives us courage because we know they will not abandon us. MAZI may not be on ground. MAZI may not be on radio. But we know that when we have people like that, the real corruption fighters, not the idiot corruption you are seeing in Nigeria, we know that our journey, they will sincerely tell us welcome. And through wherever he was, when we look online, when we look and we know he's there, we know that there is nothing to be afraid of. Their presence is present alone. I should tell you, it's an inspiration to our movement. But what can I say? When it comes to our leader, what can I say? What can I say? The man who has made all of us royal, by the virtue of associating with MAZI and the KANU, I can categorically tell you that we are all blue-blooded individuals. Every Biafran, every IPOB member, not every Biafran. If you are an IPOB member, I can assure you this morning that by association with MAZI and the KANU, the king of Afari Beku, you are blue-blooded individual. You are royalty. You have become king and you have become queen and princess and queen, for that is who you are in the beginning, before our life was stolen from us. Having said all this, there are things we must learn. There are things we must learn from the burial of the king and the queen, late king and queen of Afari Beku. Number one is that the fear of CC camera and drone is the beginning of wisdom. The fear of CC camera and drone is the beginning of wisdom. Most of you don't know. People are happy. Oh, we are happy. Oh, it was a successful burial. You think Nigerians don't know what they are doing? Without the CC camera, they know CC camera was there. They know drone was monitoring them. They become born again all of a sudden. And now you see the way you see them behaving like chimpanzees because they feel nobody's watching them. But at least they were able to deceive the world once again. Oh, they are peaceful. Oh, they didn't want to. But yet, the moment the drone was not there, at night they start kidnapping our people because they are the terrorists. So in case you do not know, those in the media, in every program we do, we must intensify to make sure that our cameras and drone are there. The world must see how dirty these people are. So if you have not learned anything from that successful burial, understand that the fear of CC camera and drone is the beginning of wisdom. Go and ask Nigeria, you will understand. When they invaded the house of our leader, MAZI and KANU, most of you do not know that Nigerian police sent there were stealing meat from the pot of soup. They were dragging MAZI and KANU parents' wrapper. They were stealing TV and video CD. They were stealing wrapper and bag of rice. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. God knows what they would have done that day. But of course, they know the world is lazy. So they become born again. All of a sudden, born again. We don't hear pain. Immediately, night fell. That is when they start kidnapping people. Number two thing we must learn. We must not allow ourselves to be intimidated. A lot of people think it cannot happen. We understand our fathers did not want to fight war. They simply said, since the Aburi Accord cannot be honored, let every nation in Nigeria go their separate way. And one of the things discussed in Aburi was that they need their own police. They need to be in control of their region. Today, all these idiots are deceiving us with Omotekun and Alhaji Dambrojaka Shege security outfit. Who are you deceiving? Is it not what Ojukwu asked for? Let the eastern region have their own police and army. Let the western have their own police and army. Let the northern have their own police and army. Is that not what some of the things that are entailed in the Aburi Accord? So you want me to be rejoicing now that you have Omotekun and Alhaji Dambrojaka Shege security outfit? You want me to rejoice when I know these were the things Ojukwu pointed out to you? You must be hallucinating. They didn't want war. They came back home. Ojukwu asked the people to come back home. We cannot be slaughtered like sheep before the shearer. Come back home. They brought war to our doorstep. They call it police action. They give it name. Nigerian police action left over 10 million people dead. And ever since then, they have put fear into us. They have put fear into us. But you know the brave people. Not because they are innocent, but you know the brave people who, by them being ready to stand up to their responsibility, accepting that they are guilty when they are guilty. You cannot understand how much I appreciate people like Abaribe. Yes, Peter Obi is not forgiven because he had to give account, but yet I appreciate him. Father Monso, Abi Bubenso, or Bubemonso, and others who came there. This is strength and courage. DSS will come for them tomorrow. It really doesn't matter for them. They know Nigerian victimized our citizens. They know, but they were bold and courageous. They came. They did what they're supposed to do. Because what you have done today will speak for you tomorrow. Make no mistake about that. And those of you who are there, we are intimidating Biafra, I did this. Your works would speak for you, don't worry. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. We cannot allow ourselves to be intimidated. Some people say, they are going to kill people. Oh, they are going to be rivers of blood. Oh, and then they are going to do this. Yes, they threatened us. They told us that their bullet will blot out the sun. They will shoot us and shoot us till their bullet will blot out the sun. But we said to them, we will fight in the shade. We cannot be intimidated. We are so afraid. Look at all your governor. Look at your senator. Look at your Igwe. Well, we're not going to keep we're not going to keep Ndi awusa bo we we bodo do yo hin le weli chane le. Just look at all your king, your governor. They are just like that dog. If they see threaten, they just hide their tail in between their leg. In my place, they say kite bodo do yo hin. So much afraid. Look at the Christian, your general overseer, pilot owner. Look at how all of them are afraid. They can't speak up. This is what Nigerian does. They induce fear on all of you. They induce fear. And they will say, we can't bury him. They are coming to kidnap. They will carry the dead body. Of course, we know that is what they wanted to do. You people don't understand. Some people were actually somehow afraid when they brought her from the mortuary, the corpse from the mortuary. They say, go and bury them before Nigeria will come and carry them. But the lion of the land of Biafra, he said, no, my parents must undergo every rite or ritual. Take her back to the church. Take her back to the church. They took them back to the church. It took some time. Many people didn't believe it. We were actually praying, let Nigeria come and carry that dead body. But then those of you idiots they sent there, go and give Thanksgiving next Sunday. That you people did not do anything. Because that thing you fear would have come upon you. That thing all of you are looking for, you would have seen it. You would have understand that this war we talk about never ended, but it stayed on hold from that very community. In that building where you people are coming to fight, that is where the whole break, we whole break, and now we are bringing it up. It would have been a very perfect record that we come there to drink water, and then we start the marching from there. All of you don't know what is coming for you. Biafrans, you must not allow yourself to be intimidated. I have seen men and women die, brothers and sisters fall, not because they've done anything wrong, but because they are simply Biafra. One idiot Fulani Nigerian terrorist will just shoot them. And what end did they tell you is accidental discharge? How many of our people will die under accidental discharge and blackmail? If they have put their life on the line to fight all these idiots, we will not be here today. And so you must understand, we cannot be intimidated. The next thing, third thing I want you to learn from this very barrier is that we must learn to show courage. In as much as you will not allow yourself to be intimidated, we must learn to show courage. If you look at what God told Joshua, it was simple. Moses fought war. Most of the war, he was no longer focused. And then he has to hand over the baton. And then to somebody who is ignorant, who is not a soldier, who doesn't know leadership. But he was the next person Chukwuka Kabiyama chose. But he needed just few instruments. He said to him, be bold and be courageous. Be bold and be courageous. Be bold and be courageous. Go and look. He didn't tell him anything. Yes, he promised to be with him, but only in one condition, when he is bold and courageous. Be bold and be courageous, O ye Biafra. In the front of these terrorists, licensed terrorists, you have to be bold and you have to be courageous. Believe me, it's not everybody they kill. There are people you will kill. Their blood, the moment it touches the earth, it will upset the balance. Many of such people have been killed. It has upset the balance concerning the Nigerian state. That is why Nigerian can never recover. And to the Nigerian state, I will not leave them on this very issue. The Nigerian security outfit should be ashamed of themselves. All of you who signed on to defend your people, the Nigerian people, you were sent to come and kill people in Afari Beku. You were sent to come and kill people in Afari Beku. And you came. I want you to tell me that indeed you are not a monkey and you are not a baboon. Because it really doesn't make sense to me. When you signed up to protect your people, and then the next minute you are armed with a gun to the teeth to come and kill the same people, how did you feel that day? Those of you who arrested innocent people collecting 5,000 because you are in uniform, I hope you are aware we have all your record. Those politicians who have blackmailed us in so many ways, you can come from the back door and pretend, but we can only advise you to make sure that you make amends before it's too late. Repent from your sin before it's too late. Of course, I'm just advising you. And finally, I want to call on those who know what to do. Divide Nigeria. Divide Nigeria and avert this impending doom and calamity that will befall her. Divide Nigeria. I'll be back in a minute. When we tell you to divide Nigeria, understand that is the only hope for peace in Africa. That is the only hope for peace in the world. We have been killed more than you can imagine. We have been slaughtered right there in our father's home, before our mother and our father. And be rest assured, they cannot go unpunished. And so I call upon you, who has what it takes to simply divide Nigeria. I'll be back in a minute.
Another Savior. Holy, 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 another Savior. Another Savior. Holy, 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 holy,
Special dedication to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPM families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafra War, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafra army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 he's another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 he's another Savior. Holy, 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 he's another Savior. Many years after the genocide, whoa, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory. Inyomadika yabika kwa namno. Hey, alamekele mazuche mefo. Manemo, it's an honor having you on board. When I'm singing along, holy, 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 NNAMDI, it's another Savior. Just sing along, holy, 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 NNAMDI, it's another Savior. When I sing along, holy, 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 it's another Savior. Getting it right and getting it faster now. Holy, 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 it's another Savior. Holy, 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 NNAMDI, it's another Savior. Yeah, for freedom. Holy, 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 NNAMDI, it's another Savior.
Yes, of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Our lines are open, I must encourage you, if you are a Biafran anywhere in the world, you are yet to join IPOB. This is the time you have. Send us your name, your phone number, and your location. Just 3 information. Your name, your phone number, and your location. Send it to this WhatsApp line, and of course, you will be contacted by the nearest coordinator. And the WhatsApp line is 070 815 45642. 070 815 45642. Our direct line is 081 221 52971. Our direct line, I repeat again, is 081 221 52971. And the special number for the female is 081 288 58614. Special number for the female is 081 288 58614. And of course, at this moment, our lines are open, and where I'm trying to correct one or two things there, the lines are open. Yes, a caller on the line. Of course, so much call coming in, and the phone itself is getting paranoid. But we must continue. Biafrans must continue to appreciate the Creator for a successful burying ceremony and for everything that will happen after now. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you there? Yes, a caller on WhatsApp, hold on. Caller on the line, go ahead, please. Monitoring spirit.
Onyibe, our radio is not talking. But I have to pass this message because I have been waiting for 2 days now for the whole world to hear this message that I still stand on my word that my leader is the savior of the whole world. This world don't know what is coming to them. I am telling you the gospel truth. They should allow Biafra to go. We are Biafra. This present generation of Biafra, we never collect anything more than anything that is more than Biafra. We will not accept it. We want Biafra, and that is what is the last option they want to give to us to restore Biafra. Is Biafra America? Is Biafra Britain? And Biafra is all over the world. Let everybody use key as the patriotic heart, because this Biafra we are talking about is not ordinary. Biafra is not an ordinary song. We are the students of people. It should get into Biafra go down. Never. But whatever that we stop Biafra, we never accommodate. Now, I think that's what I want. Biafra is a thing that we cannot joke about because we are not talking about this president. We are talking about the students to come and the students to come. Why was he so finished to allow this time about to be treating us as if we are nobody on this planet Earth? We will get us our response. Let me wait for delivery and see to have come back. All hail Biafra.
Okay, Biafra. Yes, caller on WhatsApp.
This is George Onyibe. Good morning.
Good morning from here.
My name is MAZI Ejike. I'm from Eziago. MAZI in Eziago. Eziago in Enugu State in Biafra land. I'm reside here in India and even Mumbai. MAZI, I thank you so much for your courage, your efforts, your work towards this burial. MAZI, I thank you. Ekekelo will continue blessing you. You will never lack in your life, my brother.
Honestly,
yes.
We didn't do anything.
Yes. MAZI, I'm short of words. Can you see miscreant now are the people that regard as the people that are being blessed, knowledge and intellected. You see, this our burial prove many people wrong that NNAMDI KANU is true Messiah. He's not coming, he's not fighting for the freedom of Biafra for selfish interest, but he is fighting it for the benefit and interest of those fools, people that don't understand the reason why we have to go. Do you see this after this burial? Do you see he shows the world that he's a leader, that he don't fear anything. Okay, see, foolish Buhari is buried in Saudi Arabia like a puppet, but we give a benefiting burial to our Royal Majesty. Do you see it? After everything now, those people, you see the special advisor to Abia State Governor, he said that we think that Biafran, they are miscreant and fools. But now, you can see the man that said evil things against us will start saying good about us. That is what of the Bible says. Mazi, come again. I'm calling those people that are clamoring for look a 419 Bible. You know, Jojo Ibe, I thank you so much. When you are preaching back to your roots, I follow all your programs. People think it just to broadcast, but you are passing a true message. Do you see yesterday Suleiman, those called pastor of Omega Fire, he said that he had read Bible, he had read Quran for 6 times, that Quran is the holy, that they preach for the good in their, oh my goodness, somebody that is called himself a pastor, preach uncircumcised human being, preaching to you, fools that is going to that church. MAZI NNAMDI KANU is a prophet, he always says, and all his word is fulfilling in each blessed day. He told us that soon they will come and they will rape your mother, they will rape your wife, they will abduct your children, they will kill you, and nothing will happen. You see what is happening in Delta State. MAZI NNAMDI KANU said to us, don't put hope, don't believe in this or your politician, believe in yourself and believe towards him and Biafra, that Biafra is only we that can save Biafra. Don't come back and say governor is not there, this and that is not there. They are not after you. They are after the money and the wealth of their own children. You see all those things is manifesting one after the other. He comes again and says, when after they will conquer you, all those stages, they will turn you to hell without your crazy Christian religion. And then we are all gone. Mazi, you see, I'll stop my own opinion, but I thank MAZI NNAMDI. He's a prophet indeed. He said, who can prophesy what he says? He will resign. No, MAZI, I followed him from the beginning to up to this date. MAZI, everything he says always appear. He will say it in a year to come. It will appear the same way without any changes. MAZI, we are going home. We are going home. Nothing can stop us. Maz, I thank you people so much. I thank you people so much. Thank you, my brother.
Yes, caller on the line. Caller on the female line.
Good morning.
Good morning from you.
Good morning. Okay. Good morning, Onyibe. Good morning, dear friends all over the world. Good morning, my leader. I found in the name of Chukwu Kitabiama to say, may God bless my leader. May he be blessed in our form, may he be blessed in our prayer, may he be blessed in all, may he be blessed in our king. May the good Lord guide and protect him wherever he is. May his days be long and prosperous. May his enemies lick the dust of his feet. May those that seek for his life die for himself. And those that are thirsty of his blood, may they be trampled with their own blood. MAZI Onyibe, may Elohim bless you. Thank you for what you have done. You are a true Biafran. You are the blooded Biafran all around. There is no adulteration in you. May the good Lord, the land of Biafra, keep you, keep your family, keep your children. May the spirits of our brothers and sisters that are killed brutally guide you wherever you are going. And may they bring down, hunt down all your enemies, those that are looking for your life. May their spirit and the land of Biafra hunt them down so that they would down and be put to shame. This our parents' burial. I was so happy. I monitored everything from the beginning, the night. I was awake. I watched everything. I saw it. Do you know that this stupid armies and police could have done worse if not that we are being appeased and vigilant? For the street engagement, you see the castle when they have their voice. Their adoption and this, because they adopted 2 vehicles, thinking that we are too busy, that we will not know. So when they had it on the air, we are afraid. They were afraid and they called each other, see, oh, these people are still broadcasting, and this thing, the whole world is hearing it. Leave them. They now adopted 2 people of them and go. So I'm telling them, our king and our queen, they are too peaceful. And I thank God that everything went peacefully like that. Nobody hurts himself. I tell them that Biafrans we are unique human beings. There you will not lose anything. That's what the millions of people that are there, nobody lost anything, even a pin. Whatever you came with, you went back with it again. No fighting, whether you eat or you didn't eat, we are happy. Our aim is to bury our king, our parents, and we have done it peacefully. So Nigerians now judge yourselves. Who is the troublemaker? It's them that is the troublemaker. We are not troublemaker. What we are seeking is our freedom. Our seeking for not a feeling before God Almighty. Christ is a freedom fighter. Christians are freedom fighters. The only thing is that some of them have not focused because a lot of people are allowing them to the Christendom as Muslims that deceive themselves and come to be a Christian. How can a bad man lead you to a good place? No. They cannot drive you like this plane driver now that he said that he cannot give you a good job because he's not a good judge. So that is the only thing we are telling our people, wherever you are, right job, let us take this freedom is not given, it's taken. Let us take our freedom. All those saboteurs that are sabotaging, look, let me tell you, after dealing with people you think that are miscreants, they will deal with you. And it's not this miscreant you people are seeing. You people could have died by now. They could have picked two people one after the other by now. No matter what you are, be you governor, be you whatever you are. It's not this miscreant you are calling miscreant. They could have dealt with you. Seriously, that you even regret being a governor or being a district. So I urge all Biafrans, private. I thank all branches in Biafra land, all Ogoni people came up and they did the needful. May God Almighty continue to keep us, protect us, so that at the end we will live to celebrate Biafra. In the name of the Shaman, I have prayed. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. And of course, the truth cannot be overemphasized. We continue talking to our people, make them to see the precarious situation we have found ourselves in. And believe me, they are hearing the voice. They are bearing testament to the fact that they are not safe. They have never been safe, not here in Nigeria, and they know what to do. Of course, we must continue. Call our WhatsApp. Are you still there?
MAZI George Onyibe.
Thank you very much, my Oga. Happy New Year.
MAZI George Onyibe, the fearless lion with a limitless life. Now, Ibu a typical Biafra. Ibu a typical Igbo man. Wherever. Hello?
Yes, you are up loud and clear. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, my brother. Your parents should be very, very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. You did not read journalism. You did not go to broadcasting college or broadcasting university. But any topic you handle, Ebube. Oh, MAZI George Onyibe, we appreciate you. Oga Dragema. Oga Drezi no Logema. Ebi wepụtara onwe gị sị na Biafra ga-enwe onwe ha. Chineke, Chukwu okike abịama will continue to bless you. My greetings this morning to my leader, NNAMDI KANU. His deputy, Uchemefo. Oh, all of you just have the same mentality, the same belief. All of you broadcasted, all the leadership of IPOB. That is a nation about to explode. Because Ejo told you no Jibu Biafra. And I say Biafra wanting to get Israel. Biafra will be better than Israel. I've been listening to your comments this morning. Yes, it was a very, very successful burial of our mother and our father. Nne Nana Ora. Nne Biafra, Nana Biafra. But there was one word missing. And that word that is missing is befitting burial. Befitting burial. despite all the threats by the zoo, Janjaweed soldiers and army, and Janjaweed Boko Haram. Our father and our queen, our king and our queen was given a befitting burial. Now, you look at the style of this burial, you will understand, the whole world will understand that our leader, MAZI NNAMDI KANU, is not only a man endowed with mental capability and ability, is a man endowed with style. Style. I've never seen, I've watched burials of many heads of states and prime ministers all over the world. Before. And that I'm very, very happy. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate BSS. I appreciate all the volunteers. I appreciate if we need up to next read that day. You know?
Go ahead.
My leader said, and they showed you in those children, look at Nigerian soldiers, you know, stealing meat from the pot.
I'm telling you.
Those soldiers, the people they send them to kill, they can't even feed them. Happens rebellion now jollof rice. Now MAZI onye na-ama that the zoo and wanna pay onye ahụ ka dị n'ụra tetenu Biafra ụmụ Biafra tetenu courage. That's what God told Joshua. As you rightly said this morning, be bold and be courage. Every land that Biafrans have stepped upon, and the zoo understands that. They're in trouble. And now there's a commotion in Asho Rock about our backyard giving direct instruction. They haven't seen anything yet. This is a war of God. This is not a war of man. Yeah, war of man. My leader will not be involved. He has sacrificed a lot. This is instruction from God. Biafra is a restoration project by God. MAZI, I always appreciate you. God bless you. Let me leave the platform for others to contribute.
Thank you very much,
I appreciate every one of you. God bless you, sir.
It's nice having you here. Yes, sir. We must continue. Caller on the line. Are you still there? Of course, we must continue. Biafrans must understand. Nigeria must allow us to go. They have a choice. Yes, go ahead. Good morning, monitoring spirit. Go ahead, please.
May Chukwu Kabiama bless you. May Chukwu Kabiama keep strength in you. My name is Zineka. I'm calling from Enugu province of Biafra land. May Chukwu Kabiama keep blessing our leader. May Chukwu Kabiama keep protecting our leader. I told them that they should not be angry if I'm calling him my leader, my savior, my king, my everything, my supreme leader. Okay. That they should not be angry. They won't say that I am calling only my. No. He's just he's our leader. So when I call my, let nobody be angry. I want to thank Chukwu Kabiama. I keep thanking Chukwu Kabiama for the success of this burial. Oh, Chukwu Kabiama be praised forever and ever. He heard us, he protected us. He heard that we will no longer sacrifice our blood again, that we will sacrifice our enemies, and he has heard us. Our enemies will be sacrificed for the good of the Biafran people. Saboteurs will be sacrificed for the good of Biafran people. Thank you, my Lord, MAZI George Onyibe. Ibu oke. Ibu mmadụ eje mba. Ihe a na-etubi oyiye egwu. Our leader bụ ya oke foreign na-etu ya. Osisi butere zu anya. They are no longer seeing, they are blind. They told us to go there and die. We say that we are going. All the people that came there came to die. Let's see who will kill us. Chichuku Kajama did all these things. Very successful. Nobody even match each other. IPOB people is very wonderful. And when you see, nobody lost anything. I told the woman was looking for her phone. I told her, look for where you made a call last, maybe inside your car. Maybe she have found it, because I did not call her again to know if she found her phone. Everywhere very calm, very calm. They are telling us that we are smoking. They said in their hemp that we went there smoking their hemp, that they did not touch us.
They would have videoed us. They would have videoed us and then arrest us. But of course, they cannot be more frustrated than they have been. You see us smoking in their hemp. You video us. And then by now, you would have evidence to show the world. But if IPOB is taken in their hemp, I can assure you that means Indian hemp is good for human being. Every world leader should start taking Indian hemp. I must tell you that. At this stage, if we are taking Indian hemp, drinking kai ogogoro, taking cocaine, I can assure you it's going to be recommended for all the world leaders, from Donald Trump to Queen of England. All of them should be taking Indian hemp, because it looks like you make one to reason. Is there anybody still reasoning on the earth? Of course, they don't have anything to say. Go ahead, please.
I walked round. I went and sit down in that empty, open compound that I sit in, because my leg is paining me already. Because I have walked everywhere, walked around, walked everywhere. I just went there and sit down. I didn't see anybody smoking anything. People that are there are just singing and using their drum, everyone dancing, everyone rejoicing, those in the field, those in the church, those in other places. Oh, everywhere everybody was rejoicing. That is what they can give. Oh, nonsense is what they are giving. In that barrier, they just did us. I don't know whether they say they did us favor or whatever. I don't know. They don't even know what to say again, because we shut their mouth. We shut their mouth in that barrier. We shut their mouth. And I want to say this: the family, the brothers, the sisters of our leader, our savior, our king, our supreme leader, is the first people that is a hardcore Biafra. That is what I observed. Because if these people is not a hardcore Biafra, I don't think they would. They would have accepted all these things, that all these threats. The relation, the brothers, the sisters of our leader is the first hardcore Biafrans I have ever seen. These people are wonderful. The in-laws, everybody that surrounds our supreme leader is a hardcore. They are very good people. I've never seen this kind of good people. They are very good people. And that is the family to be that we just say to Nigeria, wait, we know where she or he is sleeping. We'll take him and give to you people. They are disturbing us. But this family condoned everything. Even their mother and their father was killed because of this struggle. But they still stand firm on behalf behind our leader. May Eke Keruwa bless our family. May Eke Keruwa bless all your families and those that are all the leadership of IPOB. Their families are the first hardcore Biafrans I have ever seen, because they stand strong behind them. May Chukwu bless you. Chukwu bless you, my Lord.
Thank you very much.
Eke Keruwa, keep strengthening you. Continue. Keep doing the good work you are doing for Biafra.
Caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here, MAZI.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Yes, good morning, Mazi George Onyibe. Good morning, fellow Biafrans. My name is Obi Emmanuel Chibike. I'm calling from the state of Israel. Mazi, thank you very much for putting it up to us. I want to congratulate my fellow Biafrans for the successful burial we conducted for our parents. Mazi, this is a good reminder when our leader said that we are the children of the Most High Chukwuka Abiyama. It is very, very miraculous and marvelous that when APC and PDP, when they spend all their money during their campaign, spend money to arrange their campaign grant, at the end of the day, they will have stampede and people will die on the campaign grant. But look at us, miscreants. We organize a burial and we have millions and thousands of people attend the burial, and at the end of the day, everybody go back to their respective home without any stampede, without anybody
except the one they kidnap, except the one Nigerian police and army kidnap when they noticed nobody was around. Everything was peaceful.
Yes.
Millions of people who are dead, nothing like stampede. I can assure you, nobody misplaced anything. We still have close to 10 people missing. I think as of yesterday night, Army released about 5 people to CID in Umuahia. They are still releasing them, but everybody will come back. The reason they are there is because CC camera. The fear of CC camera become the beginning of wisdom for Nigeria. People would have seen how horrible these people are. Go ahead, my brother.
Yes. Yeah, the ones that masterminded those ones. But if they are making mistakes, if our parents can fight war, can fight Biafran war, and still maintain the Biafran economy, refining their fuel, making their weapons, and still fight the war, why can't us organize a burial and see where you are against them and do our burial in a peaceful manner? Well, it's very, very miraculous. I want to put something out here concerning those of our brothers, the politicians that attended the burial. I want to thank NNAMDI, but I want to remind Victor Ume that we know what he came for. I appreciate him, but the interview he granted, where he's thanking Buhari for allowing us to bury our own father, we understand those his words. He's thanking the Nigerian soldiers for allowing us to bury our father. I then asked, when the emir of KANU died, did the Nigerian soldier allow them to bury the man?
My brother, that is the same way they are going to thank Buhari for letting Biafrans go. I really don't see anything bad there. We buried our father, whatever they see is their business. That is the same way all these idiots will come and thank Buhari for letting Biafrans go. Don't you understand the message there? That thing that man said is a prophetic statement, but you won't understand, honestly. David spared the life of Saul many times. And each time Saul will bless David that is looking for to kill. Our enemies will bless us in the end. That is one day all these saboteurs will come out and say, oh, Nigeria, thank God for letting Biafra go. Hey, but they are the one who don't want us to go. They are practicing their madness in the future. There is a standing order, we should just ignore them. Those who came, let's just believe they came. But in the end, we know who they are. Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you, Maz. If you say so, let me leave it there. Then the one, yeah, one more thing is, Maz, the Nigerian forces, from their threatening, they wanted to confine those mourners. They wanted to confine us within the compound of the king, so that we can do whatever thing we want to do within the compound. But we say no. There's one tradition our people used to do when we are doing wakekeeping for our late kings and our late Nzenos. So early in the morning, around 5 o'clock, the Indians and Indians will walk around the community very early in the morning chanting songs. I was very, very happy that the people of Afari Beku do all possible means to maintain that culture. They did it. They did not allow them to confine them within the compound. We walked through all the villages of Afari Beku that night and that early morning. It showed that they cannot stop us. We are ahead of them. Mazi, I want to reassure our leader, the king of Afari Beku, Mazi NNAMDI, that this is another assurance we are reassuring him through this burial that Biafrans are solidly behind him. Biafra all over Biafra land are solidly behind him. Let him continue. We appreciate him. We thank him. We console him for burying both his parents at the same day. It's not an easy thing for him, but we console him. To our late king and to our queen, we say farewell to them. let them continue from where they stopped. At the end, we will get Biafra.
They should live
Thank
on.
you very much.
Thank you. We must continue. Caller on the line. Yes, we missed that call. They should live on. This is not time for them to. They are not dead. They should live on because the Fulani, they are still at our doorstep. And of course, they say we will not sleep. Neither will they sleep. Are you there, caller on the line?
Good morning, Chief Magic.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and
Thank you so much. Good morning, fellow Biafrans, friends of Biafrans and the lovers of freedom. May the blessing of Chukwu Kikadiama be with every one of us. My name is Hugo, and I am calling from Enugu province this morning. I want to say something, MAZI. See the Zoological Republic, a place where the devil is living on planet Earth. Their eye service can never be compared. Their propaganda, false information can never be compared. You know what happened that day? That 14th, before we came back here in Enugu province, it is everywhere in the 2 news. What happened? That the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, MAZI NNAMDI, KANU, is absent in his parent burial. So my question to the Zoo people, why did you people make it your own concern? If our leader is absent or present, why must it be the first thing for you to come and spread as a news? But the simple truth about all these things is that finally, at the end of everything, you felt it. Our leader remains who he is. Our leader will continue to stand firm in his word. Because Chukwu Kikadiama sent him a message. You cannot dare him. All of them we are shouting, he no come, he run away. I told them that shame will be your portion in a short time to come. Because he no come out. He show himself. That is the reason why you are making a nonsense noise. The comment of victory, man, right away from there, we started condemning it because we are not comfortable with it. Why some people claim that he is a politician? Say he will not. He will try to protect himself. We are saying it every day by day. We continue to lament on it because those of you that see evil and call it good, we promise you that it will visit you, and when it visits you, the truth will say, you must not call it good. You will vomit it, you will spread a spread. There is a time that people doesn't like the truth, they don't welcome the truth about the indigenous people of Biafra. And we told them that time will come. All these things that we are saying, you are cutting us off. You don't want to hear about Biafra, you don't want to hear about NNAMDI KANU. That time will come, you will say it with your own mouth. I continue to announce to our people everywhere in the world that this truth that some of them ran away of saying, they are now saying it proudly. All the things our leader said 2014, 2015, they are now saying it. You can't believe that the zoo callers, the zoo call fighters mean the people that represent the zoo in the radio. They are now saying NNAMDI KANU said it. This is the reason why NNAMDI KANU and his people are doing this. They are now using their mouth, the same mouth which they used to talk nonsense that time. They are now using it to praise Chukwu Kikadiama. That is the reason why I continue to encourage all Biafrans all over the world. We must continue to remain firm because Chukwu Kikadiama love us. That is the reason why he sent a Messiah to us. Well, for those that doesn't have spiritual eyes, you can never ever recognize this. You will continue to talk rubbish. You will continue to be envy. You don't know that the Almighty God remembered you. That is the reason why He gave you a Savior. We will continue to remain firm to the leadership of indigenous people of Biafra because Biafra restoration remains our goal. MAZI Onyibe, Chukwu Kikadiama will bless you for the wonderful work that you are doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. We must continue. The truth cannot be overemphasized. We do not expect them to see the truth that is all to be. But one thing is for sure. We are here on a mission that is to divide Nigeria. And anybody that comes in our way will be divided like Nigeria. A brother says something to me. Though the brother does not deserve to say that kind of comment, But believe me, I saw the spiritual aspect of that matter. He said, if we say you are holy, you are holy. If we say you are evil, you are evil. I ain't saying I didn't so. I ain't saying I boaro. It's as simple as that. Nigeria will come in terms with our stand. They don't have any choice. It is their duty to struggle. It is their job to blackmail. It is their job to harass, to intimidate. Yes, it is their duty to steal. And it is our duty to push on until Biafra is restored. Are you there, caller on the line? Yes, we lost that caller. And of course, we are inching closer to the end of this morning broadcast. Biafrans across the globe must understand. You must stand your ground. You must show courage. You must understand that these people have only one agenda, and that is to kill all of us and take everything that belongs to us. And this we will not allow. Are you there, caller on the line?
Yes.
Good morning from here.
Good morning. Good morning. Planning from Uguta. Uguta in the water province. I'm up because of this burial. Actually, I'm going to copy of NNAMDI and my family. Recently, IPO being a patient continuing a struggle makija. As in to copy of my one after the other. I had to go to copy of. They will say, they will talk. But all I know, so he said, and I'm assuring them. I also we are marking today. No tear, Beralo, Papa and Mama there. We don't go got the had the day, Hello?
Yes, go ahead, you are on.
Okay. It's a call guide the day, Biafra Gabia. Or guide for Hakafi. Or guide Hakanambro. Hadani Fuhiri. In Naga. But I thank God in everything. I should go Kabia Majisiki Bawuno. Einstein the film with two people. Ndeji George, their burial. Ingeri Buchala Hanini. I should go Kabia Maduai. To where Nandi Kalo na deputy, to where Pony in Ojo Garden, you run of Ananazo, Honoranazo of Ananazo. You know Bona, Bona Nacho, Edi, or Baron, Unya, Chiniki got torn or Yogi, no prayer. In my kingdom, Jesus Christ, I pray. At folk Kabia doing nature, I mean it again to celebrate Biafra.
You see.
In their account, Nadia.
You see. Thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp.
Good morning.
Good morning from here.
MAZI Onyibe. Good morning, great Biafrans and the lovers of freedom. My name still remains MAZI Chikodindago. I thank our great leader. I thank his deputy for his loyalty to Almighty God, for using you people for this great job and work. I say, may God Almighty bless you people in Jesus' name. MAZI Onyibe, thank you. I'm appreciating Almighty God for the burial of our father and the mother. What God has done is so great and marvelous unto our eye. And all the plans of the enemy, the Janjaweed, and the Iflefu state, so-called governors, all their plans has failed. And it will continue to fail forever. I thank Almighty God for putting smile in our face, in the population we see in that burial, and how the burial goes. Our great leader, you are too much, and the leadership of IPOB. You people are wonderful. You people are so great. I'm appreciating you all. I'm appreciating you all. You people have done proud for us. I thank Almighty God that He has raised the Biafra to show Nigeria and the world. We are Biafrans. We are not like them. We will not be like them. We are Biafrans. I say, God, may His name alone be glorified. Thank you, MAZI. It is all I want to say. I want to appreciate Chukwu Kikabiama and you people for this wonderful work. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The truth cannot be overemphasized. Our people must understand this morning. I just personally want to appreciate the Creator. Nobody would have been able to make it possible except He has gone ahead with us. What can we say than to say thank you, Chukwu Kikabiama? I will be signing off from here. Biafrans, anywhere you are all over the world, remain focused. Understand we are not here to conquer anybody. Our fathers never did. They never did. Until Nigeria initiated boundary structural or boundary adjustment program, we do not have communal crisis in Biafra land. Yes, a Fik man is not a Bibio man. A Bibio man is not a Kaman. A Kaman is not Oboburua man. Oboburua man is not Ombulu man. Ombulu man is not Ajide. Ajide certainly is not Olembecho. And Olembecho is not Igbo. And Igbo is not a Gala. And a Gala is not, in fact, Mbitoru is not Mbise. And Mbise is not Omaka here. And Mwoha is not Rumomoy. And Rumomoy is not Rumorosi. And Rumorosi is not Iglita. What are we not saying? These are community children of the same man who grew into nation. Never did they fight over boundary. There was no need for it. Somebody said something that our population is too much. We don't have enough land. But I can assure you that let's say 70% of the land in Biafra is not being used by anybody. They still lie in waste. That is why the Fulani herdsmen are still saying the one they want to take. They say we don't have land, we're not enough to be a nation. But yet they still see this land to invite the whole Fulani. You don't even know that the map you see is not our map. It's manipulated. Go to that Biafra map you bring, all the whole map you are seeing, map of Africa, down to Nigeria, is a manipulated map. It's a manipulated map. Ken Sariwiwa knew this truth. That was why Ogoni, in the days of fighting for Bill of Rights, went to measure Ogoni land. They are lying to all of us. But having said that, we do not conquer anybody. We are not here to conquer anybody. Yoruba, we don't want to conquer you. Hausa, Fulani, we are not born to rule you. You are born to rule yourself, and we are born to be on our own. This is one truth you people should stop denying. We just want to go. We want to be the author of our destiny. This is not too much to ask for. We want to be the author of our destiny. We want to control our time and space. And so all of you can show us respect. Idiots who are not up to our slippers rules us. When I see Erufai commanding somebody like Nyanwodo, when I see Kwankwaso and see somebody like Roger Sukurocha leaning down for Kwankwaso, when I see somebody like Chibuike Amechi paying allegiance to Tinubu, it makes me go jaga. This is not acceptable. We are more than what they have made us to be. But like I said, it's not a competition. We want to go home. In a simple 10, let Biafra go. Like I said, still in the spirit of mourning and appreciating God for everything He has done, because at least the family has gone for Thanksgiving and I think the burial is over. We look what will come up in the days ahead. We stand our ground and there is no ground, no means of negotiation. We are not happy. Goodbye for now.
One another. This is part of media. Dedicating this tribute to our late parents. Eze KANU and Lolo Ugweze KANU. Iwe from Iwe. great one, grandmother, yes you are. I will always honor you, mom. You my hero. That day you sacrifice your life for my freedom. Tears from my eyes when I hear you were no more. I cannot pay you back 'cause you mean the world to me. You my mentor. I know you be in I used to rule and know. Oh, me na ro. Yeah. Oh, yeah, try because they no know. But on media so quite in the bed. I might not be run easy. Yeah.